constantly changing until you get bit. That first one right there was a 1, 2, 3. Do-do-do, down, do-do-do. Some days they like the pause longer at the bottom. Same with my jigging wraps.
Oh yeah.
You know, because one thing he said to me, which I really have taken to heart, is he goes, imagine it's a dog or a cat, that fish, and they're following you the whole time. They're following that toy, and you got to do something with it that makes it a little bit different, or you got to let it just sit there and make them start to get weirded out, and then they grab it. There's one. Tell him pick it up. Thank you, sir. So that's funny. So this is a prime example of, this is the end that he hit it, because I felt him, and I'm only going 3 up real quick and then dropping it. And just in that span, it was a split second, I felt that rod go tunk. So he grabbed it right there. Now the front hook swung around and grabbed him, but he had this thing pinned right to the bottom here. So that's, you know, people bring it in, you know, it comes in sideways or whatever, like, oh, it's foul hooked. But he wasn't foul hooked. He absolutely smacked it. And then when I set the hook, that other one came around and grabbed him and lassoed him. But it's flat calm out here this morning. So between the three of us, because John's right over here, all right? So between the three of us, we're throwing jigging wraps and blades. And everybody's got a little bit different cadence until we see who's gonna dial in. Now, before we got out here, John was on him pretty good, and he's typically snapping that jigging wrap fairly aggressively and really snapping it off the bottom. I'm fishing with Don today. Don's also a fairly aggressive jigger, especially when it comes to the jigging wrap. I'm throwing a blade, and I'm a little different. I start out slow and a little more finesse until I see if they like it or don't like it. So now that's 2 on that gold blade this morning in 20 minutes. And so for me in that blade presentation, it's 1, 2, 3, bump, 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 down. And I give it a 1 count when it's on the bottom. Bump, 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 down, 1 count. And when I'm doing that short 1, 2, 3, I personally let it fall on a semi-slack line so I can feel it. I felt that one right there. I had time to reel my slack to him and stick him without him getting out. So just a little, here's what we're doing.
Funny, last year, usually come August, I struggle because I lose the weeds with the hammer, and then I caught them right through August in here last year.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, there's a certain amount of them down that should never leave this flat, except to go spawn whenever they do. But
oh, perch.
oh, it's a walleye.
Hit the button.
It's little. Either a perch or a sunny. Big sunny. Big sunny. Holy shnikes, big sunny. Look at this guy. Ah, look at that guy. God, they're pretty. God, look at the size of that. Boy, you talk about one as big as your hand.
Stop talking to me.
Now we're bothering him. Yeah. You can't talk to the king while he's working. Oh, I felt you. It's little. It's not a big sunny.
Sunny.
Look at the size of these sunfish. And he's bigger than the last one. Look at that thing.
Oh! Oh, running. He didn't like the net.
They play possum until they get right here. Oh, I'm going to bring them back for you, little guy.
Oh, he might be keeper size though.
All right, so that finesse presentation still seems to be holding true.
That seems to be the one.
Third keeper of the morning. I switched off of that gold and purple blade and I went to the copper perch. I1 blade baits, of course. And that is also the first blade bait walleye on my new X Matrix. This is the 763 XF, 7.5 feet long. I've been using this more for swim baits, although it snaps a jigging wrap off the bottom just as pretty as a picture. So that's the first time I've got Don fishing my 683. So I picked up the 763 and boy, this big long rod, there really is a lot of cushion when you're fighting that fish, because he played possum in typical walleye fashion. He played possum till he got right to the side of the boat. Then he saw the boat and was like, whoom, and he did everything to go right back down. And this big rod just holds him right, just pins him right there. So as always, just super impressed with the feel and the quality and the action of these Douglas X Matrix rods. They're outstanding. I couldn't be happier to be partnered with a company that makes a product like this. You know, you and I said something the other day at the party, and you just said it again. You know, you saw the blue jay, you say, hi, Dad, and people that say that everything in life is just pure randomness and nothing has any meaning, I think are missing the meaning of life. And so much of what I believe in is wrapped up in those simple things, and that is, I believe that there is more to life than what meets the eye. I believe there is more to our existence, and there are other planes of existence, and that death is truly not final. At least, I mean, it is for the physicality of our body. You know, Don Birdie's not going to come back in the same body with the same face again. That's just not how it works. But that doesn't mean you're not coming back as something else. You know, that doesn't mean that you're not going someplace else and living a life, you know, or an existence, or having some sort of, you know, spirituality or non-physical body. And thinking things have meanings. Birds especially. I firmly believe in the power of birds. Fuck, they can fly. We can't fly. They're cool already.
Yep.
I don't want to live my life with no meaning. I like meaning. I like meaning in everything. Wait to anything. You walked up to the plate and said, there's no way I'm going to catch or I'm going to get a hit, then you're not going to get a hit.
It's just funny, I just switched to that Johnson fish.
I saw you put it on. That is a good one. Best one of the day.
Oh, it's Walter.
Yep.
Coming in like a torpedo.
Yep.
You know, my friend, you don't have to net.
This thing that says doesn't get the hook stuck in it. New friends from the channel.
Whoa, baby.
Oh, that looks like a good one, Don.
I don't know if this feels like a walleye.
Nope.
Oh, we ain't gonna find out.
Nope. As soon as they pull drag, I just assume they're a sheep's head.
Or it was that nice size walleye.
Oh.
Oh, that hurts. I like to at least see what it was.
Yeah.
That was a nice 24-inch walleye.
Oh, that would, there's one right there. I say it.
You didn't like that net.
That's a little better. That's a little better.
I want to do a slow-mo release. Oh! Oh! Couldn't get any slow-mo.
That was slow.
Are you home? And I said, no.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice fish. Greens, yeah.
Okay.
It's just called Swiss char. There we go.
But instead of escarole, you're using char.
Yep. That seems nicer.
It sure looks nicer. Well, he was the same size as the other one.
I wonder if it's the same one. Same school fish.
I don't know. I don't know if that was this one.
And while she was gone, I realized that week that I missed her.
Ha!
And
That's awesome.
same size.
Little guy.
A year later.
Ha! Oh, that's awesome.
That's the one I told Courtney to listen to.
One up, Chancey. He's got 5 in the bag. It's like a good day, Chancey. Hey, it was a wonderful day out there. Could have been better, but you got to fish clean in these things. You know what I'm saying? 5 fish and still fish good enough to be inside the top 10 with 17.7. Jumps you all the way up to 9th place. Good job, absolutely. Top 10, 9th place, 17 pounds, 7 ounces. Chancey Walters. He's in all 9 this year. He's a good tournament, setting up to be a good tournament for Chancey. We'll see what his day number 2 has in store for him. Right now, he's in 9th place. Good job.